மறக்காம சர்ப்ரைஸ் பண்ணுங்க. Thank you.
Hey guys, and welcome back. So I'm hoping you remember the Wei Yi game that I showed earlier, where Wei Yi had some very nice opening preparation, getting into a line where it was perhaps a bit easy for black to come under fire. In this game, we're going to see a very similar line, almost identical line starting out. And then after knight c6, I'm hoping that you remember in this position that the move to play for white is not c3, as it walks into the quite annoying queen b6 line, but rather to play knight b d2. And then after queen b6, the line continues d takes c5, queen take b2, and now we have a position which was reached in that Wei Yi game. Now, I do want to explain, this exercise came from a game that I played a few years ago. It was on chess.com in one of their Title Tuesday events, where I usually get the opportunity to play a lot of strong players from around the world. And in this game, I was playing Grandmaster Ante Saric from Croatia, and I clearly outprepared him in this game, as we'll see. I executed an idea that was actually part of some pre-game preparation, where the black queen ends up getting trapped. So I start out with the usual move here, rook to b1, and then instead of playing probably the best move, queen to c3, he went ahead and tests me and takes the pawn on a2. Now from this position, I play bishop to b5, the simple pin against the knight, down the pawn, going for initiative. After bishop d7, I castle, then e6, attacking the pawn on c5, and then I play the somewhat multi-purpose knight to b3. The reason why this is multi-purpose is that not only it defends the pawn on c5, but it takes away this very key square on a5. It's one of the only escape squares that the black queen had. Now going forward in this position, after knight to e4, it turns out that white is already winning here due to this tactical idea. So I start out with very forcing rook to a1, forcing the queen to move to b2. And now it's a matter of trapping the queen. And I think when players reach this position, they first see the potential idea of bishop to e5. Then they realize that the knight is guarding e5. So the logical step is to first remove the knight and then go for bishop e5. And this is actually the only winning idea in the position. I have to start with bishop takes c6. Then after bishop takes c6, I play bishop to e5, and the queen is either getting trapped or white is winning a ton of material. So just to show what happened in the game, black tried to complicate things a little bit by playing pawn d4, but after the very simple bishop take d4, the queen is still attacked. My opponent went for knight c3, but then after queen d2, I'm very simply threatening bishop takes c3. The knight is still pinned to the queen. After bishop take f3, I went ahead, I just take on c3. And we played on for several more moves after queen take a1, rook take a1, but white is simply up a queen for a rook in this position with a more than decisive advantage. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it goes to show how in many cases the queen can be very vulnerable if black gets too greedy. And in this case, it was about first optimizing the pieces and then going for this eventual trap. And if you ever get into this specific line, the idea of bishop b5 and then the eventual bishop e5, rook a1 is pretty common to trap the queen. So black had to be incredibly careful to save the queen. Probably had to play a move like queen a5 at some point to retreat, even though it looks like it's losing time. Probably necessary to hold on to material. So with that, we will be moving on to another tactic. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.
மறக்காம சர்ப்ரைஸ் பண்ணுங்க. Thank you.